Hello, this is Gabrielle. It's another corset update. I swear I'll do other sorts of videos again, but I finally knuckled down and I decided to go with the second step of uh, corseting, which is to get a more expensive off-the-rack corset to go along with my training thing. Now, I'm gonna move this thing away. So I still have my brocade overbust corset here. I'm going to turn on a light here. Which I got for $24. And as you can see, it's got a nice tank shape. Well, I guess you wouldn't call it a tank necessarily, but to me it kind of looks like a tank. And I'm wearing this little sweater dress with it where I clamp the neckline. See, this neckline is actually designed to do like this if you want, but I thought it would be fun to kind of pin it down here. So yes, I still have my $24 brocade overbust corset, which works better than that purple stripy thing. But I anticipate getting my Victorian, I'm sorry, what's it called? It's my Josephine underbust from Isabella tomorrow. And my God, it's been a long week. I mean, I hate paying extra to get things sooner. So I was like, all right, fine. Maybe I was spoiled by Orchard Corset. I mean, their corsets are really cheap, but when you order from them, it's nice that their corsets, they come in like 3 days. And so this is like, I ordered it on Sunday, and it looks like I'm probably going to get it on Saturday. I'm not absolutely sure about that, but I can say that in the past week, I've looked at more information, and I'm even more convinced that I am going the right way as far as my progression is concerned. So I will be wearing this a lot less. I don't know if I'll absolutely retire it, but I won't be training in it because as it is, I can't really get tighter because, hey, that's my rib there. And another thing about me is that my arms might look kind of big. I think that they are kind of proportionally big for a lot of women, but that's because I am muscular. See that definition there? And really, I have a six-pack. I got maybe I got a little bit of paunch in the last few years, but not much. I mean, throughout my life, I've been pretty athletic. Like for years, I worked on archaeological digs, and then for a couple years, I was a bicycle messenger. So, I only have been lazy in the past couple years. Oh yeah, I did some landscaping too. Like I just decided to. I guess it was almost an experiment in sloth, just to see what would happen. And I don't exactly recommend it. I think that if you're physically active, that you shouldn't stop entirely because that's just about what I did. I mean, like I didn't really, well, I did gain some weight. Yeah, I'm probably 10, 15 pounds lighter than my most when I was a total slug. But I started running again, and it was really hard. I really shouldn't have let myself go that long. I mean, maybe I should have taken like 6 months because, a lot of it had to do with when I was a bike messenger, I was like this all the time. And it just, talk about repetitive movement that, I think that this light is kind of buzzing. All right, there's my boobs. Woo! See? I got boobs. Yeah, so I got out of that. It was a slug, and now I'm doing this silly corset training thing just for the hell of it, for shits and giggles. And I just wanted to talk a little bit about what I did, what I'm doing, and what other women might do. I don't know how many women do this, but I think a lot. And what a logical progression into it is. And if you go to some people that are into like pro waist training, they say go straight to custom-made corsets, and that doesn't make sense to me because you're spending several $100s and you don't know if you want to do it or not. And I mean, there's no really one right way to do it, but I think that for me, it was really nice to be able to spend less than $100 on two corsets, actually. This one was 24, though normally this brocade overbust corset, that was called something like that on Orchard Corset, is like 70 or 80 bucks, but I got it for $24. And the other corset, which I don't really wear that much because this one fits me more, even though it's a size smaller, cost $39. So, I mean, you know, I got two corsets for 70 bucks, and that was including shipping. By the way, Orchard Corset ships for free in the continental United States. So, you know, they're a good option to check out. And there's other options out there. I recommend going to Lucy's page, Corset Brands by Price Range, and I'll have a link down there. Who knows? YouTube could rearrange things so the link is over there or over there or there. I really don't know, but right now the link should be downstairs in the description. So it was an interesting experiment for me, though I don't have a whole lot to compress. You know, I really don't have extra baggage. I mean, I think that if I'm naked and I suck things in, you can see my ribs, so I'm not that well padded. If you're more padded, then you can probably stick with a cheapo corset for a while because you've got a lot of stuff there. Or if you're of average build but you're not that curvy. I mean, for me, I started with a 10-inch difference between my hips and my waist. And I mean, you know, I've got boobs too, you know. So all around, I started out as an hourglass. And so anyway, my second step is the Josephine, and I think that I made the best choice for my body and my build, and just that's just kind of confirmed just by checking out other people. Like for me, Lucy is like Wikipedia. You go to her and her website, you read up on stuff, and you're like, okay, that's cool. And you think, well, I think I want to do this. And then from what little nuggets of information, you can search for more stuff. A lot of it's on YouTube. I think most of the stuff I found was on YouTube, but there are some blogs out there. And they have consistently confirmed what she said. I mean, her stuff is very thorough, and it's good stuff. So I guess I'm going to see how this Josephine works for me. I'm going to see if I like it, and then from there, I'm thinking about what I might do. The next step, I might actually, see, the Josephine cost me $175, and then there's some shipping there. So the shipping, plus I got some garters because, as you know, I got my stocking thing. Yeah, there you go. There's my leg. There's a homemade stocking. I'll be making more of those. There's the shipping and the suspender, the extra suspenders I got that I can hook onto it. Where's my train of thought? Oh yeah. So altogether, it costs more than $200 to get it. That's including shipping in the United States. But I think that I went the right way there. The next step would be for me to either get a bespoke corset, and Lucy explains very well what a bespoke corset is, or to go to Heavenly Corsets out of England. They seem to, from what I understand, that's probably the next step, that I could get a good training corset from them. That's the next step up. And then bespoke. And a part of me imagines myself getting a contour corset if I get to that point. And I'm not quite sure how long it would take me to whatever. I would think 6 months from now is when I'd be thinking about it. 6 months, to a year. And maybe I'll just be like, yeah, I don't like this. Or maybe I'll just be like, yeah, I want to go more. But we'll see. Anyway, here I am. And I guess I'll check in later on. And I'll probably do some sock videos. I'm just about done with my sweater. And I really should get on that. All right. Bye-bye. I'll give a little kiss because I think it's a nice sign-off for a corset video. Though I feel a little silly doing it. I'm not mocking anybody. I just feel a little silly. Okay. Bye-bye.